we're signing 400 clients a month using this framework. Started creating these custom GPTs that are tailored specifically for us, the law firm owners, to help us run our law firms. This is really game-changing. So what are GPTs? GPTs are just tailored versions of ChatGPT for a specific purpose, okay? They're just basically, it's like customized, personalized ChatGPTs that's made to do one particular thing really, really well, okay? That's all it is. And this was introduced 2 months ago at OpenAI Day. This is really game-changing. And what did I do? Even before GPT's release, I started creating these little agents. So for the last 10 months, I've been building custom GPTs to address my own unique needs for my law firms. I always do it first for myself. I'm the guinea pig. And as soon as I start seeing the results, I've been consistently rolling them out inside of my legal academy. So let me show you. Let's go to now presentation, or actually showing what it is. All right. So what I did, let me zoom in. And if you stick to the end, I'll be sharing 5 of these and I'll be showcasing these. All right. So what I did was started creating these custom GPTs that are tailored specifically for us as law firm owners to help us run our law firms. I'm going to do a quick little review of what these are. And then we're going to go and test these out. And you're going to see how they could be applied and why it will be beneficial for you. Okay. Let me just share. Every single one of these that I'm about to share with you have taken me a lot of time to think, to brainstorm, a lot of different resources that I'm able to add to it. And whatever you see just may seem simple, but on the back end, it's super heavy of a lot of thought and framework to be able to offer this to you guys. So what is it? The first one that I'll actually be showcasing you is actually inside of our community. It was asked, hey, Sam, I don't know what me or our team members should say on our calls. Well, what if there was a GPT that could help write your intake scripts for you? A super optimized script that's based on a framework that works really significantly, that works really, really well. And this is the exact framework that we use right now for one of our law firms. We're signing 400 clients a month using this framework. And that's the first one I'll be showcasing in a second. So that'll be the first one. Well, what if also for Facebook ad copies? A lot of people don't know exactly how to write ad copies, and it's really key to make sure to get it right. Well, what if there was a GPT that could write optimized ad copies, Facebook ad copies for a perfect Facebook ad based on the millions, literally tens, and not this one, tens of millions of dollars of ad money that I spent of my own money generating leads for my law firms. Using the same framework, you can also apply for your own law firm. Or what about writing your emails for you? Your automated emails, those emails that get sent out to your potential clients as soon as they become a lead, you need to be sending out those emails. What if within literally 2 minutes, you could have all your emails written for you? What about hooks? Hooks would be amazing. You know, the hooks that you'll be able to use on your website, your ads, your videos, all that stuff to get people's attention. Also, for our community members, a little secret, our UGC script writer. This is super, super valuable. I'm not even going to get into it. Also, video topic generator. A lot of people struggle with figuring out what topics should I make YouTube videos on. A lot of people take the wrong approach with this, and they take the same approach that everyone else does. But this is to get the highest click-through rates and the highest watch times, which I'll explain in a little bit. Also, short hooks generator, which again could be used for your ads. Instagram image caption generator, a GPT that creates your client avatars for you, a GPT that helps you write text messages, optimize text. A lot of people struggle with this. They don't know what to text their leads. We'll give you exactly the text that you should send out to your potential clients. And yes, these are customized for you. By the way, that's the cool part about it. Also, a lot of people struggle with figuring out how much marketing budget they should spend. Well, this follows our framework to tell you exactly how much you should be spending for the next 12 months on your marketing. Same exact framework that I use to scale up my ad budget. Also, people struggle with their websites. You know, people don't. When people join our program, I always check out their website to see what it's like. About 8 out of 10 people don't have good optimized websites that speaks directly to their potential clients. This follows our exact framework about how specifically to talk to the problems that the potential clients have, exactly what you do, how you can help them, how it affects their life, and it's fully optimized. And I could show, I believe I'll be showing that later today. Also, FAQ generator. This is key. Whenever a potential client becomes the lead, you need to send them an FAQ. A lot of people don't do this. Well, that will generate that for you. Also, whenever you generate leads, especially when it comes from Facebook or other places where it's cold traffic, where people don't know you, you need to qualify them. Well, what qualification questions do you ask? That will take care of that for you. Also, I know, and I'm going through this a lot, going through fast. I'm just going to give you an overview so you understand how many different problems this could solve for us. And then I'll go and then I'll exactly demo it for you. Also, this one is, I think, my favorite one. Decisive decision maker. the decisive decision maker, okay? If you're indecisive, and I found a lot of people are, and that's okay. Most of us are. Well, this is made for you. It's going to ask you exactly what are you struggling with. And the whole objective of the GPT is to help you make one clear decision within a certain deadline. It's amazing. It works it works amazing. And that'll be one that I'll be demoing later today. Also, if you're looking to maximize your productivity, you could tell this GPT, hey, these are things I'm dealing with. And it's going to give you a 7-day plan for you to maximize your productivity, which is pretty cool. And now, what about for my fellow legal nerds? Well, there's a lot of these follow-ons and these big companies that are coming and building these products of demand writers, legal research, and all this different stuff. Well, I've been able to also create these inside of ChatGPT, such as case law research assistant. Case law research assistant. It's not something to completely rely on, but it will at least give you, and it's actually been directed to give clear, specific clarity about exactly which case laws to look at with clarity. Okay. Enhance your legal research with the case law research assistant. It provides precise, up-to-date case law analysis, offering relevant references and citations, and it helps you streamline your case preparation with tailored confidential legal insights. Amazing. Well, what about legal contract drafting and reviewing and explaining? This will ask you initially, hey, are you looking to draft a new contract? Are you looking to review a contract? Or are you looking to explain something in a contract? And from that, it will ask you very specific questions and help you do that. Also, yesterday, I got a message on Facebook. Hey, Sam, do you have something that also can write your motions for you? When I create that for you, motion drafting assistant, this will help you write your motions for you. It's not completely, again, I'm sure I'm getting questions about this later on about this. It's not the final draft, but it will get you like 70, 80% of the way there. It will do a lot of the heavy work for you. And then you would just go, either yourself or your demand writer or whatever, will go beef it up and just finalize and refine it. And then, you review it and sign it off. Have that in mind. It's not a complete foolproof, here's 100% final draft, but it will do a lot of the legwork. Also, demand writer assistant for my personal injury lawyers, anybody who does a lot of settlements. This will help you draft a very comprehensive demand. Also, I asked our success coach what other things the lawyers struggle with. Well, retainer agreements, whether to draft a new one or to make sure that you're not missing any holes. This will do that for you. And also, just a couple more. Again, this is amazing. And yes, I'll be sharing, if you stick to the end, I'll be sharing 5 of these that you get access to. So stick to the end. Let me just go through the big picture and then we'll do a demo. Oh, what about also somebody who's looking to launch a law firm? Well, this will give you a 30-day plan of exactly all the things you need to do to launch a law firm, whether it be following the entities, opening the bank account, with specific guidance that I was able to add in there. Hey, open up a Chase account, open up a Chase Business Preferred, because these are the best credit cards and best checking accounts. With all that, again, it's personalized insights. I didn't just say use ChatGPT's knowledge to be able to do this. No, it has my exact knowledge base. That's what makes it special. It has my personalized knowledge that I've been able to build up over the last 10 years. Also, legal niche finder. The riches is in the niches. A lot of people are leaving a lot of money on the table, not exploring new niches. This will help you figure what those ones are out and which one for you to focus on, which is amazing. Also, if there's new trends that are coming, you're able to analyze those trends. And also another one that's very sought after inside of our community is incentives, TGI. In order for your intakers to sign up a lot of clients, we need to make sure that you're tracking how many clients are being signed up. You're also creating goals and incentives. The I is very important. So this will help you, following our framework, to know exactly how to incentivize your intakers, which is a must that you must do. There's a very kosher way to do it. This will show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so zooming out, pretty much we covered mostly all the bases, about 26 of these, but let's go and demo one of them and show you how this works. So let me go ahead and share it. And again, if you stick to the end, I will share with you the following document. Okay, this one is the 5 that we're going to be looking at today. All right, and we're going to ask for people to volunteer. And this will be an amazing opportunity. You'll be able to join us on audio and for you to be able to get this built for you. So who would like to get an intake filled out for them? Nyasha, you're first, you're quick. If you can jump on audio with us, I'll be asking you some questions. And Nyasha.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. How are you doing?
Well.
All right. So it's very easy. So, and again, if you stick to the end, you'll get access to everything that I'm about to share. So just stick around and make sure you understand how these things work. Everybody needs to have ChatGPT Plus to be able to get access to this. I've been pushing our members since last year to go sign up for it. It's $20 a month. don't overthink it. So first call to action, go sign up for ChatGPT Plus to take advantage of this. And it's very easy. It has a title, it has a description of what it does, very optimized description so you know exactly what it does. So this will help you sign up more clients with the Law Firm Intake Specialist GPT. Tailored for lawyers, it's designed to highlight your firm's strengths and persuasively. This AI button has its lead conversion while ensuring ethical communication without offering legal advice. And all you have to do is click here to get started. So Nyasha, what it's going to do is it's going to give us a set of questions, and each one has been perfectly crafted. And that's where it took a lot of thinking to figure out what are the exact questions that I need for this GPT to be able to follow those instructions with my personalized knowledge to give you what it needs. So 8 questions that I want you to answer. Nyasha, what's your law firm name?
West Law Firm.
What type of law?
Personal injury and bankruptcy.
Good. So these work really, really, really well for one particular clear practice type. If you start mixing in multiple practice types and things like that, it could go a little bit haywire. So, and it's also, have that in mind, also it's part of our program, clarity with one practice type, one thing that we're applying this to. So just for the sake of this, Nyasha, we'll just stick to personal injury. If that's okay? In what state?
Maryland.
Very good. Next is ideal client.
My ideal client is someone who's been injured in a retail establishment, specifically Walmart. A retail establishment is fine.
And here you brought a good point. So you're held off. It's always better to provide more context and be more specific. Have that in mind. It was one of our ChatGPT trainings from a year ago. The 2 rules of ChatGPT: be specific and provide context. So you know what? Let's write that. Walmart. What else, Nyasha?
I also work with people who've been injured in dog attacks and car accidents.
And what was that?
Car accidents.
Accidents and dog bites, I believe you said?
Yeah.
And, okay, good. What's the ideal problem? List the client problems. So these questions, okay, the more context that we provided, the better. But you don't necessarily have to answer all the questions. But again, it's better if you do. But you know what? We'll skip this for now. Who cares? Let's just say as thing. But what's the benefit, Nyasha? What can you help them get?
I can help them get compensation for their injuries, lost wages, medical bills, benefits, choosing my firm. Benefits of choosing my firm. We are completely virtual. We do everything through a client portal. There's no need for the client to ever meet with us in person. Personalized service. We offer personalized service, and we focus only on those 3 types of personal injury.
Correct. And we're just going to clarify for it, injured and retail establishment, car accident, and perfect. What's the call to action? At the end of the call, what do you want them to do?
I want them to sign the retainer agreement.
And how's the retainer agreement signed?
It's signed electronically. It's sent through their email.
What's the platform they use?
My case.
That's signed, giving it more clarity. And what's the method of contact? How do these people usually contact you? Are they calling in? Are you calling them?
For that initial call, they call in, set up an appointment, and then at that time, I call them. Okay.
So that's something that we could clarify here. Ideally, we could clarify, hey, the point of this call to get them signed up, or we could say the point of this call is to get them booked on a call with the lawyer Nyasha. Let's just say. So
the point of this call would be to get them signed up.
Okay, great. So that will take care of that, and usually call in. And it's also not tied to just these 8 questions. As you saw, Nyasha also provided the other benefits. We usually do things virtually, no need to meet us in person, etc. Could provide more context here. You're not limited. This is not like a rule of you need to give me these 8 and that's it. No, the more context, the better. If you already also have a script, you can say, hey, here's the current script that I'm using, but I'm looking to make this even better. So always have in mind, the more context and more specific, always the better. But for now, for the sake of this demo, good enough. And let's go. Let's see what it does. All right. So good morning, good afternoon. This is whoever is picking up the phone from West Law Firm, specializing in personal injury cases. How are you feeling today? I understand this might be difficult for you. Then next thing we're going to do is build rapport. I'm really sorry to hear about your injury. Dealing with such a situation can be overwhelming. Can you briefly describe what happened? Then they're going to talk. Then we're going to set the agenda. Again, these are all frameworks that I'll be able to build inside of there. Just like the doctor diagnoses the health problem before suggesting its treatment, I'd like to understand your situation better to see how we can assist you. Involves asking a few questions about the incident and your current needs. So at that point, we want to qualify the leads to make sure we can actually help them and sign them up. Can you describe, where and how the injury happened? Did you receive any medical treatments? Have you already talked to insurance companies? Again, this has been tailored, has specific information about personal injury, and it has a lot of that specific knowledge about immigration and estate planning, all that stuff. Again, that's what makes it special. The special knowledge that we added into it, and also the framework and the way that it's also this GPT is asking you these questions to draft this for you. Then it will set the expectations. I want to ensure that there are no upfront costs for our services. Our fees are contingent on the recovery to be secure for you. We never submitted this, but it already knows, again, that personal injury is usually that. So great. It's adding and filling those holes. Our goal is to get you compensated for your injuries, lost wages, and medical bills. Very clear benefits, offering peace of mind so you don't have to handle this alone. Amazing. I love that language. And then also, can you tell me a little bit how this injury has affected your daily life? What is your ideal outcome from the situation? A lot of people don't ask this question. This is an amazing sales question. It basically tells them, it gets them to speak, tell me why. Why do you need to sign up? How has this really affected your life? And then what do you want out of this? Again, these are all sales tactics a lot of people don't do. Okay, great. It sounds like you could really benefit from our expertise. We handle everything virtually, so there's no need to meet in person, which is what Nyasha shared. We'll email you a retainer agreement via my case. Please look out for that. Could you please confirm the best email address to send it to? Perfect, easy call to action. What's the best email to send this to? Thank you for sharing with me. I'll send the retainer agreement right away. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. We're here to support you. Amazing so far, right, Nyasha?
I love this because it's not offering any legal advice, so I wouldn't even have to do the intake anymore.
Exactly. And this is something that we shared inside of our program. You should not be signing up clients yourself. It should not be. There are some levels that, yes, you do need to build up to a point. You do need to do a lot of things yourself. But ideally, we want to get you out of that as soon as possible. And there's other reasons I don't want to get into it, but that's that. But that's not all. Well, what text did you send? Hi, client name. This is Bob from West Law Firm. Just a quick message to confirm we sent the retainer agreement to your email. Please check and see. Let us know if you have any questions. Perfect, soft, first text to send right after you send the retainer agreement. Amazing. What if there's no response? Hey, John, this is a gentle reminder that West Law Firm. This is a gentle reminder from West Law Firm regarding the retainer agreement sent to your email. Your prompt response will help us start working on your case sooner. Amazing. Soft. 2 days if there's no response. Is there a better time or method to discuss this? Okay, it's getting a little bit more straightforward and aggressive. Great. Please let us know if you're still interested in legal services. And the last one, 2 weeks after there's no response, we're still here to help you with your personal injury claim. Please contact us if you wish to proceed or have any concerns. Amazing. What about emails? Straightforward, short emails usually work best. It's all there for you immediately after the call. There's no response. 2 days after, a week later, 2 weeks later. Amazing. And also some pointers about best practice for client follow-ups, timeliness, follow up promptly right after the initial contact, which a lot of people don't do, unfortunately. And timeliness shows that you care, that you're eager to assist them. Obviously, you try to personalize the messages and provide clear call to actions right away. Amazing so far?
That is awesome.
All right. Amazing. I'll try to copy and paste it. Yeah, I don't want this. It won't get lost, but I'll just put it in the chat. Unfortunately, I don't think Zoom, it doesn't let me. It's too long, but I think it'll be better at the end. Yeah. And good job, Angela. And let me know. We also want to know what is like people gravitate towards. So I could do more of those, or I could actually spend more of my attention to that. And by the way, what I've built so far, it's been optimized over time, but that doesn't mean I've finished optimizing. I have a lot more work to do to even make these even better and better. So if I see that there's more interest towards something, then that's where I spend more small time. So that's one.
Thank you.
No problem. And hopefully, I'll drop the answers off for you, Nyasha. And then you can just use the same agent to be able to get more or less the same answer. And it doesn't give you the same answer every single time, by the way. And you could say, hey, be more creative, be more comprehensive, be shorter. You can adjust that as you speak. Okay. So great. And I will be sharing this again at the end because I have a lot more to share. As I share with you, again, this is a lot more important than anything else you're working on. This will save you so much time, not just time, but it'll actually be better than whatever you're doing right now. That's guaranteed. So again, put everything aside and tell us that this is well worth it. Next, let's do the second one. Law firm video topic generator. Who would like to be the guinea pig for this one? Eric, join us.
Hi there.
How you doing?
No, I'm all right, I suppose.
No, come on, give me better than that.
I'm doing good today.
Very good, much better. All right, so never run out of ideas with our law firm video topic generator. Again, tailored for lawyers. Generate endless and engaging topics to attract subscribers, enhance visibility, and position your law firm as a thought leader in the industry. Amazing. All right. So before I get into it, let me just quickly make a note of something. All right. So when it comes to YouTube and anything that we share, by the way, we don't just share it because we think that it works. We are doers of whatever we share. So in order for me to share and tell anybody to go do YouTube, I got to do YouTube. So about 10 years ago, I actually, no, 25 years ago, I created my first personal YouTube channel. No, that was 25 years ago. I used to make vlogs and go traveling and put up vlogs and all this stuff. That was my first life. My second life was my second YouTube channel for my law firm, Mollaei Law. It's still up. I believe it's called Business Lawyer for Entrepreneurs. I believe it has 15,000, 20,000 subscribers. That was my first experience with creating videos. Then I created my third YouTube channel, which is the My Legal Academy YouTube channel. Actually, I'll do a shout out. If you're not a subscriber, I'll put the link in the chat. Definitely do. I don't think there's any higher value. And then the videos that I've been posting on a daily basis there, by the way, there's nobody posts this value that's there. But what I learned from that experience, and I think I've recorded probably over 1,500 videos by now. And I learned is it's hard to make videos. It's hard to make videos. But in order for you to have the best chance to be consistent, what you need to do, which is key, is you need to plan ahead of what videos you're going to make, exactly what the video topic is, and the 3 to 5 bullet points of what the video is about, okay? And what you want to do, pre-plan in one sitting. You come up with 5 videos that you like to record with the title and the 3 to 5 bullet points. And what you do is you print it out. I actually have this to show you. You print it out, and then when it comes to the day of recording, then that's where you are actually going to be leading with. And you never want to follow a script. You don't want to read off a script, okay? This is how it works, okay? Title, but I have 5 bullet points that I'm basically wing it and free flow from. Topic, 5 bullet points. Topic, 6 bullet points. Topic, 5 bullet points. And this is what the framework that I think works best for recording videos. So Eric, this is how it's going to work. Again, same idea. It's going to ask you some questions. So Eric, to help optimize YouTube titles for your law firm, please answer the following questions. Eric, what type of law?
Business law.
Great. And clarify a little bit further with business law and what is it? What does that entail?
Startups, corporate securities, M&A, and corporate governance.
How about LLCs and corporations?
Yes, LLCs and corporations. Yep.
Great. In what states?
New York and Washington, D.C.
Primary target audience?
Businesses, small, mid-sized businesses, startup companies.
Give me the categories of type of businesses there usually are.
I'm industry agnostic, so.
What is that?
I'm industry agnostic. I work with everybody.
Administrative agnostics. If I got that right?
No, I said I'm industry agnostic. I don't just.
You probably don't, but you usually still get a certain type of clients. So what's one type of client that you had like 2 or 3 times?
Like technology company, technology startups.
There we go. What else?
Real estate, investment companies.
I could keep getting deeper, but I'm not. I'm not going to push you. But you could always go deeper and always be more specific. Always have that in mind. And the niches are here. When you tailor your language and your content and your emails and things like that about, hey, I help tech startups and real estate investment companies get this result. That's when all of a sudden your messaging conversion rates jump through the roof because it speaks clearly to these types of people. So have that in mind. Number 4, Eric, most common cases or issues or services that you offer or you handle. I guess it was this.
Entity formations, fund formation, convertible note or convertible instrument transactions, private placements.
You trust? Any trust?
Nope.
No trust. And don't do trusts. Number 5, what are the most frequent questions your target audience has? Give me one question that usually they have.
Oh, well, what business entity should I form? Why?
Great. That's good for the sake of this demo. But if you have 7, 8 more, by all means, you throw in there. If you don't, then you start being conscious about what kind of questions you're getting. You start saving that and you go throw this in here because those are really good topics, those specific questions. And Eric, what's your style? Are you formal, casual?
I'm pretty casual.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to it?
Well, off the top of my head.
Okay. Man, I'm going to say make them specific, whatever that means. All right. So first video is LLCs or corporations. Which one is best for your New York tech startup? By the way, it has a lot of the framework about high click-through rates. Exactly, having the main keywords up front, having a lot of numbers, if possible, power words, a lot of different things that are in here. So there we go. And there we go. And also for each title, Eric, what is cool about it, and the other time I tested this out, they actually gave me 3 numbers, but it gives you 3 topics for you to talk about in these videos. So those are like the 3 bullet points that I showed in the Google Doc. What you want to do is, of course, the video is about this, but these are your talking points. You're going to talk about the difference between LLCs and the corporations. You're going to talk about the benefits for tech startups for those specific, entities, and some New York specific considerations you should have in mind whenever you are filing these LLCs. Amazing first video. Second, 5 essential steps to successful mergers and acquisitions in tech. The 3 bullet points you need to have is key strategies. Sorry, I'm just going to mute. I don't know where the audio is coming from.
You muted yourself.
Sam.
There we go. Thanks for the heads up. All right. So the title for the second video is 5 essential steps to successful mergers and acquisitions in tech. Break number. This is great. And the topics, so you actually gave 3, but maybe I would say, hey, your video number 2 only gave me 3 topics. So give me actually all 5. You could ask for that. But key strategies for M&A, legal pitfalls to avoid, and case studies for successful tech M&As. And the rest is history. A perfect thing to take, put it to Google Doc, print out, and put into your calendar. On Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. till 11:30, I'll be recording these first 5 videos, and you will literally have the best chance of you actually recording these videos doing it this particular way. Optimize, no excuses for coming up with what to talk about. This is, again, optimized based on your target audience, the problems that they have, the specific, niche reasons and things like that. This will all incorporate all those things, has the updated year. All that stuff has been well thought out, again, with all the topics for you to just look at and just basically free flow from. Eric, how good was this? And you're muted, Eric. I think I have to unmute.
Thinking.
There we go. Does this scratch your itch when it comes to creating YouTube topics?
Yeah, it makes it easier to, because there's a billion things you could write about or talk about.
Perfect.
And this just makes picking one easier.
It does. And the conversation doesn't end here, by the way, Eric. Let's just say you get through these 10 videos. Okay, I need 10 videos, but I want more of them to be about these particular related topics. Great. Now, give me 5 more specifically about forming New York corporations for tech startups. And that's the cool part is you need to keep these conversations open. Don't start a new one. Always go back to the same conversation because it now has the history of those answers that you gave early and you'll be able to continue that conversation. So great. 5 more about New York tech startups, the ultimate guide to forming your corporation, 2024 edition. That's a perfect title. Avoid these 5 legal mistakes when incorporating your tech startup in New York. Mistakes always does well as a topic on YouTube. So amazing. Incorporation essentials. That could be a target keyword potentially. Why your tech startup needs a New York corporation. Insider advantages revealed. It's very clickbaity. Amazing. Tech startup incorporation. That's a keyword. Navigating New York's corporate landscape. Perfect. And it really, really serves that need. So amazing. And I'm just going to put that in here for you, Eric. I'll put it in the chat so you have it. But, and then once you get access to those GPTs, which I'll share at the end, then you'll be able to use it. All right. The next one, we got a couple more. Again, well worth it. Stick around to see how this ends. You'll be able to learn a lot from this. Hopefully you learned a little bit from YouTube, and each one is its own world of different things I could share with you. But who would like to learn, who is not spending enough on marketing or who's investing in marketing and is looking to scale and just don't know how to do it? Andrea, how are you, Andrea?
Hi, how are you? Sorry, I'm meeting at the same time.
No problem. All right, so this one is the Law Firm Marketing Budget Assistant. It helps you create your law firm marketing budget, okay? At this training inside of our little community that said the easiest way to scale is to spend more money on marketing. So a lot of people struggle with this. They don't know the how it works or how to calculate this. This is key. If you just understand this concept that I'm about to share with you in the next 5 minutes, for anybody who's here, it could help you make a lot of money. So this tool helps lawyers create, track, and scale marketing efforts, offering precise budget calculation and strategies for optimal ROI, all with the state-of-the-art tracking and continual adjustments. So Andrea, just as always, we have to answer some questions. So help me answer these questions. First of all, actually, no, this one's a very easy one. And I was able to, I've kept it as simple as possible. So it's only 2 questions, Andrea.
Okay.
What is the customer lifetime value? AKA, how much is a client worth to you?
Let's say 10K.
Is it 10K or is it not?
10.
Okay. And this is based on a framework which could be further explained. I don't want to get into it, but the objective is how many clients do you aim to acquire in the first 3 months of your marketing campaign? Let's just say you're thinking about, you're already doing Google Ads. In the next 3 months, how many clients are you looking to generate from Google Ads in the next 3 months?
300.
Okay, that's a little bit too much. Let's be realistic. So a good question is, how many are you generating right now? Let's just say, again, if you're not sure, just give me a number. You start off somewhere. Like, how many clients do you generally sign up per month these days?
Per month, 30.
Okay, great. So let's just say right now the base is 90 times 3 times 30, 90. So let's just say we're looking to scale to 150. And this number, 10,000 by 150, might be a little bit too crazy for people to see. So I'm just going to, just for the sake of a demo, I'll just make this 3,000 just for the sake of, again, just to make sure that everybody can, resonate with this. So we're looking to sign up 150 clients for the next 3 months, and each one is valued at 3,000. And obviously, it's amazing, Andrea, that you have something at 10,000. That's a very easy marketing. If we're working together, I know we can make a lot of money together. But the way this works, and it's based on a framework that we share inside of our community, is we need to, again, be clear on how much is a client worth and how many clients do we want in the first 3 months. Why 3 months? Because we cannot really make a decision based on 1 month. Your first month in marketing is very not realistic. It's not very real. Why? Because Google and Facebook don't know anything about you. And usually when you create a new campaign, there's no history, there's no data. Facebook doesn't know you. Facebook doesn't know who your potential clients are. You're still testing. Your marketing company is still testing these things out. A good, safe place to be is after 3 months, you need to be, first month, my goal is to just break even. If I'm breaking even, I'm doing amazing. Great. If you do better, by all means, even better. But by month 3, I better be profitable. So the 3-month goal is a good benchmark to be at. So how do we calculate this? Well, if we're looking to acquire 150 clients valued at $3,000, if we accomplish our goal, that's $450,000 in revenue. Mm-hmm. And the way to know how much to spend is that you got to be willing to spend up to 1/3. Doesn't have to be exactly 1/3, but around 1/3 of how much money you're looking to make. You should be able to be comfortable enough to spend that much in marketing. And this number, $150,000, usually scares people, but it really is the right number for if you're looking to grow and scale. That is the right number. 1/3 of however much you want to make is how much you should be spending in marketing. Okay. So we have $150,000 to spend the next 3 months, which is a lot of money to spend. It's a good way. And so that's basically the conclusion of this. In the first 3 months, you're willing to spend $150,000 to acquire 150 clients with a total value of $50,000. If that, Andrea, if this goes well, right, spending $150,000 to $50,000, that'll be amazing, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this budget aligns with the guidelines of spending up to 1/3 of the total value of target clients. It's important to continuously monitor your return on investment and adjust your budget accordingly, especially if you have an ROI of 200% or more. 200% ROI just means $1 in, two more dollars out, so $3 total.
Okay.
So some scaling strategies. So you want to start with a budget equal to the average value of one client. Okay. So in the first 3 months, you actually dig deeper. So according to this, in the first 3 months, basically $9,000 is the starting budget.
Okay.
$9,000 in the first month. However, considering your ambitious goal of 150 clients, a higher budget of $150,000 is recommended to realistically achieve this goal. Again, this is based on the total $150,000 in the first 3 months, which again, just because you're supposed to get yourself close to there. And what we want to do is make sure that, again, it's key to track our cost for acquisitions and our customer lifetime value meticulously. And again, there's more details to this. We do this inside of our community. We track all these things on a monthly basis from each marketing source. We need to get clear on what's our cost per acquisition from each source and how much are we making from each source. And once we know that we're at least for 200% ROI from that source, then we always are looking to spend more and more. So we want to aim for at least an ROI of 200% or higher. And if achieved, consider reinvesting profits back into the marketing. Very simple way. And I had a dilemma. I'm like, should I make this very complicated and try to give the full picture? I think it's a good starting place. So just say, now I could go back, Andrea, and say in the first 3 months, I spent 3 months. And in the first month, I spent $12,000 and I signed up 15 clients. How much should I spend in my second in my second month? And this acts like your ongoing assistant who follows the framework of how much you're spending to be able to calculate that. Okay, well, you spent $12,000 to get 15 clients. Your cost acquisition was ridiculously amazing, $800. Your return on your investment is, let's see what it calculates. It's going to calculate for you, is 275%. Great. Given your ROI is 275%, which is above the 200% threshold, it's advisable to increase your budget. For the second month, considering the high ROI and your target of acquiring 150 clients over 3 months, you should scale up your budget. A practical approach is to reinvest the profits from the first month. Since you gain 15 clients, the revenue from these clients should be 15 times 3,000, which is 45. Blah, 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 blah. Again, give you clarity exactly what to do and help you hold you accountable for you to continue doing that. I spend $600,000 a month. $600,000 a month for one of my law firms. In total, I think we're about $890,000 a month in marketing spend. It's all based on, and I started with zero. I had somebody posted in our Facebook a couple of weeks ago about, different things. But basically I said, I started with zero and I'm able to scale up to $800,000 a month in marketing budget based on this framework. So Andrea, if you follow this framework and you'll just do as the framework tells you, I promise you in the next year, you'll be quadruple to where you are right now, just by willing to be able to spend more in your marketing.
Okay.
Very good.
That's great. Yeah.
And some good questions, Dominic. Specific question. I'm trying to see whether I should answer the specific question or not. I'll save it at the end because I'm going to get through the other ones, and then I want to be able to share these GPTs. Next one, I think is my favorite one, is a decisive decision maker. Who are my indecisive people? Who would like to be the guinea pig for this? If there's something that you've been sitting on, a decision you've been sitting on, you just can't. Joycey, to say your message. How are you, Joycey? Jonathan Audio.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Very good. All right. So this will help you make decisive decisions made specifically for lawyers. This tool combines legal expertise with innovative problem solving to enhance productivity and helping you quickly make informed, effective choices in your legal practice. So let's see what it asks us. So this is your partner in making smart, quick decisions. I'm here to assist busy lawyers. And again, it has frameworks that, lawyers are busy, don't have time, it could be indecisive. So make sure to give me one clear answer. Hopefully we'll accomplish that. Please describe so the question for you, Joycey, is please describe the decision you're facing and don't hesitate to provide context so I can offer a comprehensive and specific recommendation. So what is the dilemma?
To hire a virtual assistant or not.
Okay. And what has been the holdback? Like, why haven't you done it yet?
The privacy concerns.
And what about the privacy?
Most of the ones that I've spoken to are all overseas, and I'm worried about granting them access to our database.
What else? Any other concerns besides privacy?
No, that's my biggest concern.
What are some tools that you're gonna need to give access to?
Google. We use Prima Facie, so Prima Facie.
What that is, I'm just gonna spell like this. What else?
And QuickBooks.
I don't know if it's safe enough to hire virtual assistants and give them access. Should I hire virtual assistants, and how can I protect myself? Good?
Good.
All right. Given your concern about privacy and data security in relation to hiring virtual assistants, especially when they are overseas, it's essential to weigh the risks and benefits carefully. These are a specific decision to consider. And what I did was actually tell it, give me the pros and cons, give me the both sides. And hopefully at the end, it does what I tell it to do. But let's see what the decision is. So we want to use a secure role-based access control. Okay. You want to set up a role-based access control system in your software. Okay. So these tools, you're not the first person to come and give the users. They're very well aware that team members need to be added to these tools. I say QuickBooks, has ways different, authentication or access levels that knows like, well, maybe this, it's not able to add other users, it's not able to, make withdrawals and things like that. So that does that. This allows you to grant the VA limited access to only what they absolutely need, reducing the risk of data breaches. Also, data protection agreement. Ensure that any VA you hire signs a data protection agreement. Okay, great idea. I wasn't even thinking about that. This legally binding document should outline their obligations regarding confidentiality and data security, and it should comply with the relevant privacy laws. Some people may say, well, this is not really binding because they're in the Philippines. But sometimes even subjectively, if they think it's binding, it's good enough. So that's that. What else? Regular monitoring and audits. What about implement a system to regularly monitor the VA's activities and conduct periodic audits? If you use Upwork, it has that. Every week, you're able to go look at their screen and see what they're doing. This helps you identify any unusual access patterns or data usage. Use a reputable VA service is a great idea. Invest in training, technology solutions, etc., legal compliance, etc., etc. Okay, it gives you things to consider, and I think if I would have given it a more of a clear dilemma, I'm looking to do this or this, and it's instructed to give you the pros and cons of both, and then give you based on ChatGPT's line of reasoning and the knowledge that it has to give you one clear answer what you should do. So I guess this GPT's recommendation is you can mitigate these risks associated with hiring virtual assistants while still enjoying the benefits of their support. Okay, nothing in life is foolproof, Joycey. So you're not 100% ever protected ever in life when it comes to anything. But these days, 2024, every company, every business in the world has team members. It's not just sole people running businesses. And all these tools are very well aware of that. And they have these tools that have these user accesses that's limited. It gives them access to certain things. So I could share with you from personal experience, you should not be concerned. Something I always also share inside of our community is if you hire from the right sources, from the right countries, you treat them well, you communicate well, you're nice, courteous, you're kind, you give them trust. Most people reciprocate what you do for them. So, Could you be, somebody who's a mean boss and kind of not trustworthy and like that? I can promise you that that's the energy you get back from your team members. But if you're somebody who's, again, as I shared with you, that was the result that you get. I can share with you, I've hired over 250 VAs during my life, if not more. I've barely had any issues. I have maybe one or two that I've been able to catch, but for the most part, it's been generally okay. So I'll add on to the GPT is, you should move forward with it, and it will actually be a very high ROI thing you can do for your law firm, Joycey. And Nyasha, I'll also add, if it helps, I've used virtual assistants since 2009 when Upwork was Odesk, and I have never had a single breach, and my assistants have access to assist numbers, that DLBs and addresses. Exactly. Yes. Very good, Nyasha. Thank you for sharing that. So go for it, Joycey. Go for it.
Thank you. I will.
And good. All right. Let's do next demo, and I'll share it with everybody. And then we have amazing turnout, and we still have over 200 lawyers are here. Amazing. I love to see that. Who would like to draft a contract? Who would like to draft a contract? And you can also review the contract. You can also explain a contract, which is pretty cool. But who would like to take on this demo for legal contract drafting assistant? Cynthia, you are the winner.
Yes. Hi. Good. How are you?
Fantastic. All right, Cynthia, let's do it. So
I am an employment lawyer. And so one of the most common contracts I put together is a contract to file a federal discrimination lawsuit for plaintiff in federal court. Let's just pretend it's a race discrimination complaint. I don't know how much I should charge them up front, but I know that I want to do a flat fee and a contingency fee model so that if it doesn't win, I can get paid still. And I know I want them to pay for all the costs. I know that I want them to not sue me if we have a dispute. So I want to make sure that there's some type of dispute resolution clause if we have an issue, except I want to retain my right to sue them if they don't pay me the fees. I want to make sure the contingency fee is spelled out very well so they know what will happen if I am able to recover something for them. And I want to make sure that they understand their obligations to reveal witness evidence information to me during discovery. And I want to limit the scope of the agreement to just doing the employment discrimination case, not their child support and their divorce and their lost pet dog and everything else.
I'm gonna hold you up because I wish I would have. I don't know why I didn't catch it. But so let's start off from the beginning. So the first question is: would you like to draft, review, or seek explanation and guidance on a contract today? So what I would do, as you were explaining, is say I have what type of contract was it again?
Employment discrimination lawsuit.
Lawsuit what? What type of?
Race discrimination.
Okay. And what paper is it? Like the lawsuit? What? Oh, it's just a lawsuit, I guess. Like what's the thing that you're looking to revise or improve?
Oh, I want to improve the scope of services section. Are you talking about the contract or the dispute?
On the contract. So what this does is it's going to improve or draft something. So what's this specific document that you're looking to improve?
A legal representation agreement.
Okay. And I'm looking to beef up a legal representation. What is it?
Agreement.
Okay. And now, just like the things that you were explaining to me, you would type that in. You would give it context, blah, 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 blah. And at the end, I would say, and I'm going to upload the agreement to you for you to offer suggestions on clauses to add when it comes to the things that you were listing me. I want this to be added. I want this to be revised. I want this to be there.
Yeah. Okay. So should I say those?
I wish this one is a little bit more particular. I have to get the document from you to then upload it and do that.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we do this quickly. But I'm just giving you a thing. I'll be sharing with you in the minutes. Do that. Okay. So again, context.
Okay.
With the questions or revisions or additions or whatever you want to do. And you say, and then I'm going to upload it here. You immediately select the document, the PDF, whatever. And there's a lot of things. A lot of people don't know that you can actually upload PDFs and pictures and stuff to ChatGPT. Perfect time to do it. And again, it's able to, it's very good with that. Again, if you start off, if it's 0 to 1, sometimes if it doesn't have enough context, it struggles. But if you give it the contract and you give it enough information, then it's very, very, very good with that. So just make sure to, again, add the information and import the contract, and it will do that really, really well. So if you don't mind, Cynthia, I'm going to do a little bit more straightforward one. Say, Carl, if you want to join on audio. Carl says, can you have it draft a sample section for her compensation structure and reservation of rights. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm just gonna, just put that here. And again, it's not enough context. I already know how ChatGPT works. It's just not enough. So let's see how well it does. And if anything, I might want to push it further. I want to say this is good, but make it even more comprehensive and include these details. And I would go a couple of more levels to make sure it's detailed enough. But let's see what it has. And Carl, thanks for suggesting that. So attorney compensation, fee structure, contingency, hourly fee if applicable, costs and expenses. And hopefully this is giving you some ideas of what to do. And you can obviously tailor it. Hey, I want to do a contingency of this percentage with, minimum of this many hours of retainer, blah, blah, whatever that is you want to put in there. But payment terms, reservations of rights, when it comes to attorney's rights to withdraw, decision-making, the client's rights, dispute resolution, you can say, hey, I want to do arbitration, add an arbitration clause in there. But it's a good starting point. And again, with these contracts, if you're starting from scratch, you either give it context, give it something, or you may need to sometimes dig deeper. Like, this is great, but make it more comprehensive and detailed, and add mediation clause and $1,000 minimum retainer. And a lot of these other tools, I would say a lot of you can probably get by with using these G agents. Again, to get you 70-80% of the way there, especially if you tell it to be detailed and comprehensive, it'll be a little bit more straightforward than you're used to, but that might be actually be a good thing potentially for for you to be able to streamline and automate these filings to be done. There we go. A little more beefy. And sometimes I even, I take certain parts of it and, be like, hey, this is the following is not protective enough, make it beefy, blah, blah, blah. And I'll like copy and paste the part that I wanted to beef up. There we go. It's a little bit more beefy and more detailed. But I've tested this. Again, what it will do is the first question is it will draft new contracts. It will review, which does it really, really well. You can say, hey, I'm looking to negotiate and get the best blah, blah for my client. These are the three particular things that I'm looking for. Review these particular three clauses and give me 5 of the ways that I can negotiate on this contract. Or if you're confused about certain clauses, you could definitely explain certain clauses or whatever that is. It will take care of a lot of that heavy work when it comes to contract drafting, reviewing, and explaining.